Hey, ladies, this is a take two. If you were with me yesterday, you saw my upload about being born to be wild, but I got some good feedback that my words were cutting in and out. So the recording needs to be redone. Here we go. How many of us know that we were born to be wild? You couldn't, because it was probably tamed out of you as you went along. But kind of what we're thinking about is the exploration of actually who we were born to be. And do any of us really know who we were born to be? It's usually common for people to greet a newborn baby with speculations of the future. We think about what they look like, what they sound like, what they act like, and things like, oh, her fingers are so long, pretty sure she's going to be a piano player, right? Or we say things like, if she's crying really loudly, it couldn't possibly be because you are so close in her face. We say, no, she's going to be like a great singer, something like that. Or we look at the feet and, oh, she's got the feet of a ballerina, a premier dancer, or something like that. And then we put these expectations on her and we require her to fulfill for us what we think she ought to be. We, as beings, spend the first few decades of life trying to become who they said we were. And then, unfortunately, we have to spend the next couple of decades of life trying to unbecome so that we can find our true self. The problem is that most of us have a variety of skills and talents. We do. We have a whole range of gifts and abilities. We're good at more than one thing. So the deeper question isn't really what we can do or what we're to become, but it's the question that we overlook more often. And the question is, what are we born to be? And the answer is simply complex. It really is. We are born to be fully alive, to be deeply involved, to be purposefully engaged. We're born to be. God made us to be human beings. And what that looks like and feels like is as unique as each one of us is. But when we discover this, we realize that we're really at the start of the journey. We're not at the end of it. We're not at the finish line. We are working toward our next step. But don't worry if you're not there yet. Don't give up. We really are all born to be wild. It's woman inspiring, leading, and developing. And I promise you, that is not just a tagline. It has to be a way of being. It requires the vision to live on purpose, the determination to pursue your best self, the courage to give that to another. It's risky, but I promise it's worth it. If you want some help getting there, you're going to join us tonight, February 25th at 7 p.m. right here on YouTube Live. And ladies, getting together with other women to give inspiration and motivation, it is not a luxury. It really is not. It is essential to our feminine being. Open our hearts to others. We must pour out and we must be poured into, be refilled. And that's done in the space of one another. Now that's wild.